scale as well. So yeah. And these are the patch notes for this update. Let me check if it's working. So we got a lot of new stories today. It's from OB12 to OB17. Golly, oh my goodness, I cannot believe it. We got actually 4 new stories. I actually checked it out. It's insane that we have 4 stories today. The new pickup scouting event, which is the one I showed you, and of course new units, Sputnik and Oswald, as well as illustrations for Kashi, aspiring street performer. If you don't know who Kashi is, he is the street dancer back in Hellscreen. And then the still for Santa Union Chairman Sanders have been added, so you can unlock it if you increase his intimacy to level 100. To 100, I mean, not level. Sorry. Don't mistake it. To do intimacy, you have to go to the gift box icon, and then you can upgrade it through that. And also animated stills with the gifted Shaman Seiji. There's also more, battles, bugs fixes, and yes, also Oswald and the party. I kind of surprised that they did not check out the fact that some characters were not loading properly, but okay. So yeah. This is episode part 3 of the Oppression Liberation Army, with new stories from OB18 to OB23. We have 3 stories to go through. Oh my goodness, what is happening? Anyway, so this is the patch notes for version 4.7.8.0. As you can see, we got some new illustrations for Blizzard Blowing Killer Freya, and then we got some partially animated stills, which is from Bunny Boy Walter, which is from the Casino City one, Sweven Knight Arcana, which is from Invade Dreamers, and Major Win Scheming Evangelist Pika from the Stallion Smash event. The still for Legendary Derby Gambler Manji has been added. This is from the Stallion Smash event. So yes, in order to unlock the still, you have to make sure that Manji's intimacy is 100. So yeah, you can do that during the interaction screen by giving him gifts. So yeah, as well as some bug fixes specifically on Oswald, and also apparently some text for some units have been adjusted. Also, look at this. Have you noticed? Yeah, there's a new feature here, and apparently the sparkle thing is suddenly showing up now, which is kind of scary to say. I'm not sure why they added that, but I think we'll have to be careful. We're gonna have to be careful, because I don't know what's up with this. Maybe it's just for convenience or not, but it's pretty cool. We got a lot of new stories today, so we're gonna be starting off with Couldn't Hold Back the Federation. There's actually a very unique story here. It's actually from OB16 and OB17, which has Couldn't Hold Back Yamato Part 1, and then there's Part 2. So I'm kind of curious how they'll handle with that. So let us proceed to Couldn't Hold Back Federation. Let me check if my mic is working. Alright, let's go! Ugh, what's up? So we are starting off with Barlitz and Korka. So, this is not the first, I think this is their first time showing up this year, because last year they showed up in Honey Trap Brigade. Okay, well, oh well. You understand me? Yeah. Are you sure? It's fine if you do, but still, the fact that you do something like that, it ain't one to talk, but you've gotta be out of your mind. I know all about your taste and all, but still, I never expected you to do that in broad daylight. What? Not only that, that back street's a shortcut to the school and Abbey. Children and women pass through there too, you know. If you're gonna do something like that, at least do it at night and way down some secluded alley, okay? Otherwise, if someone reports ya, I'll have to throw ya in the slammer. I know, it won't happen again. Why'd you pull that stunt anyway? Beats me, but my body's been aching something fierce. I just can't help myself. Ain't even mating season, and I'm still like this. Oh my, what did you try to do in an alley, Barlitz? Golly. I think I'm putting 2 and 2 together. Come to think of it, I myself have barely been holding it together with work piling up. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to say what you were thinking. I said, like I even care, which I don't. Honestly, you look like you're really going through it rough. Anything I can do to help? Nope, I'll pass on that. But if you pull a stunt like that again, we'll both be screwed. Ugh. Did something happen? It's quite rare for Korka to give off such a tense vibe. I've really gone and done it this time. Who? Huh? Oh my god, Morgan! Why, pray tell, did I buy this? Is something the matter, Minister Morgan? Ah, Lord Romanus. Well, you see, a jeweler I know has had his ship dock at the port of very earlier. I've got carried away and added a rather expensive pink diamond to my collection. Expensive? How much are we talking? Enough to build a luxury mansion in the most prime district our nation has to offer. Wow. I'm so overwhelmed with guilt. If only this guilt would have hit me before I even bought the damn thing. As I was heading back home from Very in my carriage, regret and gloom got the better of me. Why was I so impulsive to spend such a fortune so casually like that? I'm a complete and utter failure! Alright, try to calm down. It is true that I have fondness for gems, but when all is said and done, they're just stones. Stones which won't fill my belly. Throwing my fortune at them is truly pathetic of me. Mr. Morgan, you devote yourself daily to the people of our nation, do you not? Treating yourself with too little rewards like that really shouldn't be such a big deal. I hope you're not using the country's finances for that. These gems are far too excessive to be my rewards. I'm such a lost cause. I should just return it or try to put it back on the market. I probably won't be able to recover the full amount of what I spent, but... Are you sure you'd want to decide on doing that so quickly? Impulsive, high-priced purchases like this rarely ever lead to anything good. And I don't mean to play the saint here, but there ought to be more useful ways to use my money. As a small act of atonement, at the very least, I'll make a personal donation once I recover the money. Though I don't intend to make donating a habit, and although it will likely not serve as a true fix to my problem, it should help me somewhat. Even if people mock me for how self-serving and all too convenient that'd be for me, I wouldn't blame them for doing so. They're admirable of you, but please don't blame yourself too harshly. I don't believe you've committed any crime. You're taking this far too seriously. It's as though you've trapped yourself in a cage of your own making. Perhaps you're just exhausted. I suggest you find a way to vent and let off some steam. Thank you. I feel a little better now. It's just that I still don't know why I'm so impulsive like that. I totally get where you're coming from. Similar cases like yours have been on the rise as of late, you know. Oh, I think this must have something to do with the desire that's happening, for Chapter 8. So, impulsiveness, huh? Heck, there are times when even I think of overthrowing our nation. Wait! Oh shoot! Are they actually doing that route for Chapter 8? Like their past identities, like their identities from past, from past like eras. Are they actually being affected by that? That's actually such a cool concept. Hold up. Huh? Oops, my apologies. That was awfully strange of me to say. Impulsive. That's what it was. Are you sure it's not intrusive? That is not an impulsive thought. Overthrowing the nation is not impulsive. It's intrusive. Speaking of which, Bartlett and the others were talking about something similar too. It did certainly look like something had happened when I saw them. Where are they now? Well, I'm pretty sure they were squabbling over some hotel bill or something of the sort earlier. But they ultimately headed to Bartlett's office together. Hotel bill? I see. That's still unusual though. What could Bartlett's have possibly done? Who knows?
knew that smug broke-ass detective was such a beast, huh?
Varlets, he actually did something like that? Oh, how I envy him. Oh, I wish to yank one out in front of everyone. Yeah, that's what he did. Oh, how I wish to do that. I want everyone to watch as I wholeheartedly give myself over to the pleasure.
Nice, that's the spirit. You're really fired up now. Come on, you've still got plenty more in you. Spill it all out.
I wish to become a freer adventurer.
Like how exactly? Do tell, do tell.
If I were to become a freer adventurer, I would first like to fall in love.
Huh?
Wait, no, I already have someone that I fancy. I can suppress this urge. As an adventurer crawling through my mud, I find a new partner on my travels. Our eyes meet and we instantly fall in love. My body goes numb and foretelling what is to come. We hold hands between the tree atop a hill, yet it is as if this love is declaring that it cannot be. The tree above scattering its leaf all around us. The world doesn't offer her blessing to us. And so he and I make a bitter decision. As a son of a lord, he's already betrothed, and I am but a humble adventurer. Our love is destined to be denied. We hold each other's hands once more, with tears in our eyes as we say our goodbyes.
Wow, so incredibly specific. I suppose that wasn't half bad.
Thank you.
Enough with that cheerful grin on your face. Alright, if that's how it's going to be, we'll just make this a blowout special. You can make all of that happen just as you are now. Heck, I'll just go and make it happen for you. Now then, Equus, crave me.
Well, now that I have vented my feelings, I actually feel a bit better.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
I sure would love to go on a racetrack in Sidonia. To run to my heart's content all over again. That was so exhilarating.
Enough with the fiery sportsmanship crap. Snap out of it and go back to being a gloomy, twisted mess. You're supposed to be the polar of opposites of wholesome and upbeat.
My apologies, Jade.
It's whatever. I give up on you. Knowing you, you're bound to get hung up on some petty insecurity all over again. When that time comes, just give me a holler, you hear?
Personally, I would rather not have to hit you up on that offer. Oh. No! Stop! Please don't! I never want to put those on ever again!
Oh my. We've got ourselves an experienced test subject.
In that case, he needs to quit pretending to be so reluctant. I'm sure you must be feeling awfully lonely right about now. And I'm sure you just love to tap into my conduits, no? If so, you're in luck, because you'll get to tap into it with these goggles for a hot minute. Oh goodness. Now then, how about you go get your ass over here? Hey now, I thought you were going to buy your guys from earlier sometime, were you not? Let's just see what resisted all you got is. Stay back! Bolt the bandits, someone who prides himself on his mastery of heavy bows, fires his crossbow straight at Oswald, and yet... that's sure too close for comfort. A lone archer such as Bolt stands no chance of holding his own against a boss-tier magical beast in his own turf. Don't you dare get cocky, weakling! The sheer force of Oswald's back fist that follows sends Bolt crumpling to the ground before he can even manage to fire off his next arrow. Well, this just goes to show how crude and simple-minded the Shadow King of this jail lair truly is. Am I right? The hell did you just say? You'll have plenty of chances to observe the Shadow King of Gluttony. Now as for you, Oswald, you are to come to the surface with me. You undoubtedly have a good grasp of how the conduits of these goggles work, haven't you? Just grab our adventurer from the surface, have ourselves see them in action, and then reproducing those results will be all but perfect for us in moving forward. As if it'd ever be that simple. Need I remind you that this is Valhalla? It's so damn complicated. In fact, that the people of the surface call it an artifact in its own right. This place is literally insane. Isn't that not obvious enough to you? What surface-dwelling people have to say about this place is utterly irrelevant to me. Moreover, wouldn't it just be delightful if I were to successfully replicate these relics in my lab? Perhaps in your dreams, but you listen to me. You and I are one and the same as bad guys, which means you must surely know that villainy runs deep. And the same goes for these relics of mine. They're on a level of profundity far beyond what you can simply copy. What a broken record you are. Wait, hold up! It's been absolutely ages since I've ventured up to the surface. Is it day or night right now? I'd really rather not have the sun beating down on me. We'll be taking the Sepian metro state system. My concern though is whether you can actually sit still without wrecking the seats. Their metro system? I've always wanted to take it for a ride. Hey, don't you dare leave me behind, Fegar. I wouldn't allow you to leave me all alone. Are you taking that with you? By that, Fegar is referring to the bandit Oswald had just knocked out only moments ago, which is made all the more obvious by how he points straight at the poor fellows with an air that casts doubt on whether Oswald would do such a thing. That is none of your damn business. He's also one of my cute little prisoners that I've been keeping caged up in here with me. I see. Well, it seems that your conception of evil is similar yet distinct from that of my own, making it certainly worth observing up close. Ooh. What?
They're gonna be riding on the S-bar? I can't let those guys ruin our super open seats.
Good boy, good boy. The thing is though, that good boy's kinda pissed me off. Come here, you. I know all about you, Bolt. How do you know my name? The Wandering Bandit Archer. You're cooped up in my Valhalla, were you not? Our poor bandit Bolt's whole body tenses up the instant he hears Oswald call him by his name. A formidable opponent, one far beyond his reach, is calling out to him from the depths of the darkness which surrounds him, which is admittedly a truly eerie, creepy sensation to say the least. Yet, an inexplicable thrill has begun to course through his veins. Determined to not let that feeling slip away from Bolt, Oswald wraps him up in his massive arms, holding him in a tight, crushing embrace. Wow, aren't you warm? Really warm indeed. A body odor so intensely that even the most hardened bandit would recoil in disgust. Bolt's vision, despite being shielded by the goggles forced on his head, feels as though it is flickering to the point that his eyes might catch on fire just from that scent. The thick, potent male pheromones permeating that stench begins to take hold, dominating Bolt's mind as they fill his lungs. Oops, my bad. I reek, don't I? But hey, you aren't exactly smelling like roses yourself. Grinning sheepishly, Oswald grinds Bolt's head hard into his chest, all while flashing that wicked grin of his. As Oswald exposes his unguarded armpit, the raw and potent power from his foul sweat is so overwhelming that that alone is enough to nearly make Bolt gag. Then, as if it were mere child's play, Oswald locks Bolt's neck in a chokehold. As the saying goes, once the wound heals, you forgot the pain. Isn't that so? And yeah, the grip around Bolt's neck is so strong, in fact, that if he were to let the best get to him and cough or sneeze to ruin the moment, Oswald could very well just snap his neck right then and there. Left with no other choice, Bolt takes in one deep, full breath, allowing the jail's magic particles and Oswald's own radiating dark malice-soaked presence to seep inside him. You're a pretty sharp guy, aren't you, Bolt? What's more, Bolt can't remember the last time he got to press his skin against someone else like this. The warmth from such contact is something which he himself has been craving for so very long. The fact that he himself was a scoundrel vile enough to have been locked away in Valhalla proved how he was beyond rehabilitation or any form of redemption. And so he might as well just take that which he wants, yet for some reason he can't bring himself to do that. The pangs of which might pass from his conscience that is the very thing Bolt loathes most, something he wishes didn't exist inside him. In a way, they constitute his worst enemy from within. In this vast world of El Dorado, though, those pangs of good conscience condemn him to remain a nobody forever. Those employers of yours, they really are bottom of the barrel scums, you know. That's how those kind of guys will always be. As long as they themselves make it, nothing else matters. Now, are they actually stronger than you? Hell no, not by a long shot. Despite being caught in a life or death struggle by the very magical beast which dwells in deepest depths of this lair, with no way out, Bolt remains unperturbed, lending a calm ear to Oswald's booming, gravelly voice. All they know how to do is spend money in ways that let them not get away without having to dirty their own hands. If we were to put our minds to it, we would be the stronger ones. That's a sure bet. Look at yourself. You're a merc who actually kept his promise to those dudes. Yet you were the one that got left behind. What about the pay? Would getting paid really have made you feel vindicated? Nah, you didn't stick your neck out of those guys just for a measly bit of pocket change, did you? The never-ending swirling pattern displayed by Bolt's goggles, combined with stone walls of their cramped cell quarters, causes Oswald's mind-reading probe to ricochet wildly in every direction. To keep himself from screaming out in sheer desperation, Bolt has no choice whether he wants to or not but to fix his gaze upon that swirling vortex. Aw, you poor thing, doing you so dirty like that. How so very lonely that must make you feel, huh? That just infuriates you, doesn't it? I get it, trust me, I do. No, you got me wrong. Bolt reflexively pushes back against Oswald's chest in rejection. The insult of being stroked by those thick fingers of his, the humiliation of having his inner defenses breached, triggers a primal reflexive reaction deep within him as a man. And how exactly am I reading you wrong? Are you meaning to say that those guys back there are more in the right than me? That's quite an intriguing approach you got going on there, Oswald. I honestly figured that the Shadow King of Gluttony would be nothing more than a mindless brute savage. But you're turning out to be a far more the serious type than I could ever imagined. Definitely to keep watching while the going is good. You can't tell me you ain't getting turned on about now, can you? Enough of this! Don't push any deeper inside me! There's nothing to be scared of. I'm not exactly planning on eating you alive, you know. Come on now, just take a deep breath with me. As Oswald's massive lungs and belly expands, Bolt's body is heavily pressed tight against his sweaty skin. Deep underground in this jail lair alone, butt naked with a boss-tier magical beast, a sense of impending doom ought to be washing over him. Yet nothing of the sort has taken hold of him whatsoever, as if his instincts as a seasoned adventurer have dulled, spiraling down towards defeat. Oh, what do we have here? Nothing at all. For a lonely bandit, it turns out that you're packing a pretty impressive weapon down there. And I'm censoring that. It is at this moment that, for the first time, Bolt actually submits and becomes docile in response to Oswald's questioning, replying by yes, by caressing on Oswald's chest. Interfering with his darkest desires, fattening him up so that you can feed on that raw, ever-growing magic. You've given me quite the show, Gluttony. Enough jerking yourself off while you're giving me your stupid-ass commentary, you damn smart-ass perverted closet case. Well, now I understand how those magic conduits work. All that's left is to project that kind of fantasy through these goggles, and I'll be all set. Well, just so we're crystal clear about that, if it were really that easy to pull off, it wouldn't present itself as being such a huge hurdle now. Now would it? Very well then, I'll just project my vision through these goggles. Allow me to demonstrate. Oh? Wow. Uh-oh. Too much blood has gone to your dignified rod. Huh? The goggles malfunctioned, yes? They stopped, you know. The magic's run out, I'm sure. And with that, you failed. Even a hotshot like you must fail from time to time. Well, this is all according to plan. What fell short just now was the amount of magic at hand. As long as magic is continuously supplied, my copies will work just fine. It'll be simple. I'll gather up adventurers with the potential to be order breakers and have them interact with each other before their magic runs out. The bigger their magic conduits, the better. Even if one conduit is drained, someone else will be there to replenish that magic. Now I get what your magic power is all about, Fegar. Even so, copies are merely copies. They're still fake. You must be really good at making counterfeits, aren't you? My power is not fake. If there is such a thing as a perfect fake, it would certainly replicate the real deal's heart. It's time, no, it's everything. How could that be labeled forgery? It wouldn't be, right? Hey now, don't get so worked up. My bad, guess it's just like me to be that way, you know, being bad and all. You two have something going on. I don't know what's up with it, but yeah. Huh. Well, it's whatever, yeah? In Sepia, well, throughout all of El Dorado, there are plenty of foolish adventurers out there who wishes for someone to draw out their inner power. Haha, if we put these relics out there as training items. Oh, judging from that grin, I'd say you come up with a rather fun idea, haven't you? Let me in on that idea. We're mates, aren't we, huh? This will be a secret. Damn it, you! Explain so that we actually understand what's going on! Oswald exclaims as he hoists up Bolt's entire body and proceeds to do a few squats to warm himself up before setting off. Are you taking that with you? He's also one of my cute little prisoners, so of course I am. I see, well, okay, then what you and I can consider to be evil is similar yet different. Oh well, I think that's the same thing. Oh! We are back in Yamato! Hi Fu, it's been only one event since I last saw you. Anyway, alrighty, this should do it. Hey there little bro of mine, what you got there, a relic? This here's a box-shaped relic for storing your smartphone away. You set a timer, put it inside, then it won't open till the timer's up. Bingo. Damn, you're that addicted, huh? I guess your next erotica event is around the corner, huh? You're one to talk, bro. You're one to talk, bro. What with you taking selfies and filming yourself dancing literally everywhere you go? That's cause the dogs send me notifications telling me to. How could I not? Says the addict. Well, that's exactly why this box relic exists, for guys like us. I haven't been able to exercise any self-control as of late, and I've made absolutely no progress on all the work I need to get done as an effect. I can't suppress the urges I get, so I've set the timer for 12 hours. That way, I should be able to focus entirely on my manuscripts. Part of this box is see-through though. How come? So you can still check your notifications and stuff. If you peep through hard enough, yeah. I haven't sunk that low, just to be clear. Huh? Even when those notifications do come in, I still choose to ignore them for the time being. That being said, it's time to focus. I gotta hit my deadlines, no excuses. Yo bro, looks like you got something from that one artist you like so much, yeah? Oh, a brand new illustration from that Mr. Divine. Wait, nope, I'll let that be my reward for 12 hours from now. I gotta hold myself together. I can't really see it all that well, but it doesn't look like he sent you an illustration. More like he just sent you a nude selfie. Wait, what? Whoa, it totally is. Mr. Divine's taking nude selfies? I can't see it well at all. The transparent section of this relic is way too damn small. Damn it, why? Selfies from guys that never really go that far are really hot, huh? I mean, yeah, I'll grant you that, but still. For crying out loud, what's the point of this damn box? You're the one who went with it, remember? Damn it, this is bad. I want to see that nude selfie from Mr. Divine so freaking bad. Come on, show me that nude of his, will ya? People who don't usually post selfies like that usually delete them pretty quickly too. You don't think I know that? You don't have to remind me. Freaking damn it. I can't break this open. I can't, at least. Wait, I've got an idea. Congo! Congo! Oh, Congo! Where are you? Dude, you're way too desperate. You could just use my smartphone. Oh, hi, Hanzo. Rai? Lord Hanzo, why are you looking at me like that? Rai, please, pet my head. I beg of you. Pet my belly too while you're at it. Oh, Lord Hanzo. Of course I will. There. This is such... You're hitting the spot. Oh, There. Feels so good, huh? Glad to hear it. But hey, wouldn't it be better to have Basho do this for you instead of me? But Basho is fed up with me and won't do it anymore. Even he's got his limits. Still though, it's strange seeing you of all people like this. Everyone's all pent up, I guess. Time to let it all out. Huh, if everyone's like this, then what does that say about Lord Saratobi? Huh.
Rank has crack stench. Age just to feast on. Writing and writing. On their faces too. And facials.
I suppose that barely counts as usual behavior for him. Right there. Oh, what about Lord Rasho? Right. There you are. Yo, Lord Rasho. Good work out there. Lord Rasho, you must pet me. Sorry, maybe later. Right, I'm looking for spare locks. Would you happen to know where I might find some? Oh, there's some in the hardware shelf in the storage room. Although not very many of them. Want me to go grab him? No, it's fine. Just keep Hanzo company. Not that many, huh? I suppose I'll have to think of another approach. What are you planning to use him for? I've locked Jinosuke inside our parlor cell, under tight security. I tend to lock him 7 times over. Thank goodness, you're just your usual self. Pat my bum real good too. Ain't that what you do to a cat? I don't know what's happening, but apparently, yeah. Hey there, Spot. Are you finally awake? Hold on. I'm gonna check my mic is okay. So yeah. I sure hope you're alright. Allow me to perform a physical checkup on you right away. I was asleep. Ow! My whole body's killing me. Why the heck are all my muscles sore? I already finished plowing the fields for the year earlier in the spring. So it's not like nothing happened and he's perfectly fine. P.S. Please take this seriously. Oh my god, I've never seen you in that. Also, pretty cool outfit for P.S. After effects from relic use are not limited to curses. He could very well be injured. The strain that has put on his body appears to be considerable. Can you even walk?
Of course. How could I not? See for yourself. Ouch! My leg muscles are definitely sore too.
Now, Spot. I got some special medicated patches right here for you.
I hate the smell of mint. Makes me sneeze.
No being picky now. You just have to suck it up.
Aw, I always got the suck it up, man.
Well, besides the body aches, it doesn't seem like you're feeling sick otherwise.
Huh?
Is this cause of something I did? So, does your right shoulder blade hurt at all? Huh? This side? Yeah? Yes, that's the spot. That's where I hit you. Does it hurt?
What? Not really. Why?
I see.
Why would you have needed to hit me, Chief? Did I do something bad again?
Well, he's definitely dealing with memory loss, that's for sure. Well, if he's able to talk this much, that means there's nothing wrong with his tongue at least. So you don't remember anything? About these in particular. Sidley asked, holding out the pair of swirly goggles Sputnik had been wearing until just moments ago.
Oh yeah, I remember those. I put him on and then...
For the record, I didn't mind anything.
Didn't mind what exactly? I felt kinda irritated and restless. Wait, that's right! And I couldn't hold back anymore. Talk about an explosive burst. Boom!
An explosive burst is definitely one way of putting it. Are you thinking about putting these goggles back on ever again, Sput?
Huh? Why are you asking? Either way's fine with me, to be honest.
So far, there doesn't seem like there's the potential to get addicted to these things.
Oh, it's all coming back to me. I might have done something pretty messed up to Pius. But hey, I don't think you hated it. That's why I kept going.
Yes, it was a very welcome kind of trouble for me. Pius! Yes, my apologies. I am terribly sorry for what I said just now. So it was you, wearing these goggles, who attacked Pius. Even though I had already warned both of you, I had a bad feeling something would happen, which is why I came back to check up on you. That's when you, Sput, asleep with those goggles on, got up, and mind you, you were completely transformed.
Wait, seriously? I completely transformed? Like I was a completely different person?
Not only did you not listen to a word I said, but you even came at me. I never imagined there'd come a time things would turn out like that between us.
Wait, by turn out like that, you mean we got into a fight?
Well, let's just leave it at that.
Why is your face getting all red? Why, what happened?
Sput, I don't think pressing on him on that point is such a good idea. Being a proper adult means knowing when to hold back if it means biting your tongue.
I guess I just have to hold back then.
Good thing I always win our best male contests to determine my chiefhood, as in the end, it came down to pure strength. Still, you exhibited incredible power. You fought completely different from how you normally do.
What? So I lost? I hate how I can't remember any of it. Come on, let's have a rematch. What do you say?
No. I say we take these relics to the Federation and consult with them. If these happen to be from Valhalla, then they'd be far beyond our ability to handle alone. Dragon King Barbaros resides in the Federation, so long as he is in a good mood, he oughta to share whatever knowledge he has about them. As for Pius though, there's a good chance that they just might throw him in jail. What? Wouldn't that make me a criminal? I don't even know what I'd do if the Federation got rid of my grant money.
You could have just crashed at my crib, or we could go out on an adventure together, or we can go on an adventure.
You said the same thing twice.
You don't really need a crib of your own. That's just whatever.
I would never drive you out of your home. Your skills as a medic have genuinely helped our people. So, does that mean I can stay here? So long as you abide by my directives as chief, I'll treat you no differently than how I have thus far.
Sweet! Awesome! I think it means you've finally cheered up, Chief.
Well, if that settles it, we head out now. Wait, what? Can't this wait till tomorrow? What? What? Oh, it's you again. And today, we have an urgent agenda mattered as well as our honored guests who have come to our assembly. I swear, trouble plagues our fair lands at every corner, and just when I began to think peace was here to stay. King Equus, this is no laughing matter. The Grand Bathhouse has been effectively rendered out of commission. These guys claiming to be order breakers have completely occupied it. At this rate, the castle which you and I have both hailed as our finest masterpiece will fall. Occupied? Is the situation really that severe? With it having always been open to anyone and everyone, has it not always faced some degree of trouble? Well, it's precisely because this dilemma cannot be resolved through quest issued by the Adventurers Guild that I have brought this matter before you today. Please hear me out. The Grand Bathhouse is a vital tourist spot to our fair nation. We must purge the Grand Bathhouse of those ruffians and restore it to its proper moderate level of chaos. I beg you, please issue an edict to restore the peace. So, the situation is that dire. I am embarrassed to say that I have yet to hear about this.
Perhaps you would have noticed if you weren't always cozied up with that saddest bastard you love so much. I've been telling you to do something about that issue every single night. Shows how much you listen.
Jade, keep your voice down.
Ugh, you don't care about me at all anymore.
We just did an event about you and what you did in Bovine Farm, thank you.
Korka, comfort me instead, will you?
This is quite a predicament, I must say. I would love to help out to the best of my abilities, but... Whoa, are you not in the right state of mind, Korka? Aren't you a part of the Royal Guard for crying out loud? Barlitz, you don't have to look at me like that. Sure, to someone like you who likes to bathe there, this might be a serious matter, but... These are still ordinary adventurers we're talking about. You'd be surprised how many adventurers actually prefer others who are burly, arrogant, and pushy. Instead of holding their own, they just let themselves get completely swayed by those kind of dudes. Royal Guards or not, I can't exactly go picking fights in the baths. Hey, in the meantime, you could always bathe in my bathtub. How about it? No thanks. You would be correct that our adversaries there are indeed just ordinary adventurers. With it being a public institution, we have tried issuing eviction orders to these offenders to the extent of our authority. But even if we were to issue arrest warrants for non-compliance, in all likelihood, we won't be able to apprehend them, not even by force. Even if you aren't able to handle them yourself, Barlitz, then that means that they're quite the handful. There were so many of them. I did hold myself back on those guys, just so I didn't draw any blood though. Wait, so does that mean you had your ass handed to you? That I did not. Oh, but you totally did get your ass handed to you, and then some. I had no idea about any of this. It sounds as if these men are insurgents. That's what they are. So with that in mind, I say we issue an edict of eviction to these insurgents. Even if I were to sign off on that, how exactly would that resolve the matter? Besides, you have already exhausted your options, have you not? I say you and I go there together. We are the ones, after all, who designed the place, making us the ones responsible for it. I, for one, have not forgotten how you so heroically stormed into Amberdon. Besides, the Grand Bathhouse is practically our own backyard. Aha, perhaps we should ask the Chivalrous Barn to get involved. Oh, well, that would be rather. That would be most certainly place responsibility on the wrong person, King Equus. Oh! Hi, Barboris. It's been a hot minute since I last saw you. Since I last saw you in Honeytrap Brigade. Not to mention, guaranteeing that this will be a losing battle for us. Ah, what luck! Thank goodness Dragon King Barboris has decided to grace us with his presence today. Kun, Dragoon of Dawn, has also come to see us. How wonderful! Oh, it's been so long since I last saw you two. Well, something tells me they're about to ask us to pitch in and bail them out again. Ignore them. Oh! We even have the chief of the Chimeras all the way from Verdantia with us to discuss things. What perfect timing to have these esteemed guests here to come at our aid. It must be destiny that we save the Grand Bathhouse. Well, I believe we should hold off on issuing any edict for the time being. First, we really ought to inspect the situation at hand with our own eyes by going there ourselves. I feel this urge to go investigate myself. King Equus, what kind of blight nonsense are you spouting? I get that you are a head of state, but given how sheltered and pampered you are, if you were to go there right now, you'd most certainly end up in tears. That would be putting it lightly. He literally just went to Bovine Farm. and Amberdon. He even went back to Stallion. He went to Obsidonia to race. But I guess he doesn't know that. Me end up in tears? The details can wait. Just imagine it. A situation where everyone around you is a hulking brute. That only makes me want to know what is going on there that much more. When you say that place is being occupied, does that mean some force is trying to sabotage the institution? Is what is going on there dangerous enough that injuries are being reported? It's not that they're trying to sabotage or destroy the institution, and there are no injuries reported either. Rather, it's just that a certain group of ruffians are now monopolizing the pleasures had in the Grand Bathhouse. If things go on like this, the Grand Bathhouse Quiet Delight will be lost forever. The ideal clientele I'd ventured for it consists of ordinary, unassuming, middle-aged rhino guys like myself. A quiet sanctuary where even they could relax and unwind. What a predicament. As serious as it seems, I find myself unable to make a call as to what we should do. That reminds me, the chief of the Chimeras has also come to see us, yes? Please, if you would be so kind as to let me hear what you have to say. Uh-oh. What should I do? I'll be axed for sure.
Just trust the chief on this one. He'll figure things out for sure.
I actually wanted to ask the Dragon King about these goggles here, you see. Those are the ones! Huh? Those are what this whole group is wearing, running roughshod over the place. Don't tell me you're having the same sort of trouble in your Chimera autonomous territory. If so, we should join forces and tackle this problem together.
Huh? But aren't these goggles from Valhalla?
Shh, Spot, just play along for now. So, you've seen these goggles before. Seen them? Have I ever? Every single one of those troublemakers is wearing them to hide their identities. They call themselves Order Breakers. Such an unruly bunch. They could be some sort of anti-social force, or even a resistance movement. To think they even infiltrated Chimera society. Just who exactly are they? Does this mean I'm off the hook?
Maybe.
Barboros, I wish to ask what you know about these relics. This is why we have come here today. Some pretty old toys you've dug up for sure.
Well, these goggles are totally different from mine.
Amory, it's been so long since I last saw you. It's been... oh my god.
I wonder if using these would improve my archery skills.
They would, but you'd lose all self-control.
Whoa, I wonder what will happen then.
Amory, don't touch those. Things similar to these relics are created to control citizens in the name of boosting their productivity. If there's any place in El Dorado which would have a connection with such a thing, it would be Valhalla. Did you go all the way to Azerterra, perhaps? Ooh. Does that mean these ruffians also come from Azerterra? Now that, I wouldn't know. As for the effects these goggles have on people, they're meant to turn disobedient citizens into obedient soldiers by inducing a certain belief in their psyches.
Inducing a certain belief?
Barboros, Kun, if the two of you would cooperate with us in investigating this matter, we would be most grateful. Why, of course we will. That I will not. This is merely a squabble between adventurers. You call yourself a king, but what exactly are you doing about this? Huh? I feel like this is a problem the entire Federation is facing, though. I understand the nature of this issue, but I would still appreciate your cooperation. You can handle this adventure affair on your own. You can't just keep relying on me and Kun every single time. That's true. But it sounds like this is a pretty rough situation, even with everyone pitching in. What exactly are he and I supposed to do about these adventurers running amok inside the Grand Bathhouse? Breathe fire on them? Fair point, but now I will say that I'm very most unpleased that the Grand Bathhouse is out of commission. That's actually what I came here to complain about. Even though the night parties held in the pub's private rooms have been repeatedly cancelled. At this rate, the Federation will completely ruin its appeal. Do something about that or else I'll have no choice but to move out.
Oh no! Sir Barboros,
don't forget that you've still got me and Sir Husband here to keep you company.
That's a completely separate matter. There will always be room for my desserts. What about these private rooms? Whoa there, Dragon King Barbaros. Please try to refrain yourself from speaking on unofficial matters. Those events are what I pursue on my own time as a sort of hobby. Neither the public nor the Adventurers Guild need to be involved. They most certainly do involve the Adventurers Guild. It serves as the venue for those parties. Anyway, this is the first I'm hearing of these goggle-wearing men causing incidents at the Adventurers Guild. Is the same sort of trouble? Well, those goggle-wearing guys been trashing the place, which is why I've been calling him off. The private parties, that is. At any rate, the fact of the matter is that these goggle-wearing men have been causing numerous public disturbances. King Equus, this is an urgent matter, one that cannot be resolved by issuing quests through the guild. This calls for a royal edict. We must sally forth and go handle this matter personally. Volun, what are your thoughts on this matter? Has your workshop or its craftsmen reported any damages? Not particularly. Yet judging by the look on your face, it looks as though something is weighing on your mind. What might that be? Well, it's just that those goggle-wearing bastards causing all this trouble are probably people I know. Oh? What? Just then, an unexpected adventurer shows himself, breaking the silence that was just beginning to befall the throne room. Huh? Hey, one more step and it's straight to the slammer for you. Full House? Let me through. I'm a master craftsman from Sepia. I've exported countless gold work to the Federation. If it isn't... Whoa! Kun. My red dragon. Barbaros would do too. The Sepian metro system has been occupied by adventure terrorists. They're using these relics to create near identical counterfeit copies. Upon seeing the battered goggles Full House holds up in his hand, everyone present cannot help but gasp in unison. Ah! Ah! Huh? Those goggle-wearing men yet again! Those order breakers, I'd wager.
See, Equus? This is what you get for dragging your feet.
What? Is everyone blaming me? I do not even know anything about these goggle-wearing men. I have just been diligently carrying out my official duties. Just what on El Dorado is going on? All I want to do is go and enjoy the Grand Bathhouse myself. Ooh. The so-called swirly goggles had now become the center of attention of all El Dorado. Now as for what transpired a few days before some were brought to the royal castle of Pays Blanc. Allah.
Man, this visit to the bathhouse was long overdue. Definitely worth making a trip all the way from Very. Heh, this place is sure popping. Little do they know though, that I'm gonna be the star of the evening. Just imagine.
Oh, well it isn't Bilford. Well, if it isn't Bilford, the commanding... well, if it isn't Bilford, the commanding mercenary officer of his own squad. Huh? The hell are you? First time at the Grand Bathhouse. The changing room's that way. This ain't my first time. I've been here plenty of times. I was just about to take my clothes off. Thank you. It's not like I don't know what kind of place this is. Wait, I remember your ass. You're Dunk. Huh? You actually remember me? Oh please, how could I not remember someone who was in my squad? Huh? Besides, you bailed on us on your first day. Forget about that already, will ya? So, what are you up to these days? Wanna come back to my squad? I'll sure whip your ass back into shape in no time. Shut up! Huh? I might have been a wimp back then, but now, I'm totally different. What? Why are you here? Oh my god, I haven't seen you since It's Hero Time episode 3. Wait, no, I haven't seen you since Stallion Smash. You're showing up a lot lately. Oh my god, he's here. Should I make a part 2? Okay, I'm gonna make a part 2 when Rogue Adventure gets an alt or something. I cannot believe you're here. Oh my god. Now this is a surprise. Oh, come to think of it, your bot is something else now, ain't it? Heck, he might be on par on perhaps even a cut above ya, Commander Bilford. But who the heck is this guy? That would be Dunk, a local novice swordsman. I was wondering why I haven't seen him for a while. Well, if it isn't Rhino Man, or should I say the Fairy of the Saunas, just how exactly do you know everything about everyone? It is not at all uncommon for a developing novice to suddenly rise to stardom in the saunas. Having said that though, this ought to be a place where one may quietly savor the touch of illicit pleasure. And by that I mean there's too much chatter going on, and the chatter tells all. It seems there's plenty of room to instill some proper sauna etiquette. Dickert? Woof! Wow, talk about a huge newcomer. My, you're right. We do have ourselves a new guest here. The steam smells great. Dickert loves the smell of herbs. The herbs steamed with Romanus' masterful blend are the crown jewels of the saunas. Sniffing away at the scent, Dickert, our unassuming hulking mountain warrior, makes his entrance. Utterly oblivious to the chaos about to unfold, his weapon below the waist dangles oh so carefree like a pendulum. Dickert on an expedition in the bathhouse. Woof! The saunas and bats are like huge mazes. Whoa, talk about hitting the jackpot today. Hey, be careful. Please no running inside the saunas. Huh? Where are we? Oh. Bilford? I haven't seen you since, Bachelor Island. Huh. So they call themselves Order Breakers, and you say there were multiple perpetrators? That pretty much covers it. I've told you everything I feel like I ought to tell you all about that. Well, what happened next though? I actually wanted to check things out myself. Yo, for a royal guard, you sure do love sticking your nose into shit just because, don't you? Well, no, I'll have you know that this is valid questioning work. Cut the crap, man. Did Dickert try on those goggles too, perhaps? So about him. He did have a pair on, but as he was running around the saunas and bats, he ended up chunking them. This is actually the very pair that he chucked. The goggles apparently have no effect on him. Ah, that would explain why you also had a pair on you then, huh? Barlet, you were there too, weren't you? Yes, you haven't said a word yet. Obviously, I'm invoking my right to remain silent. Come on. Ugh. Bilford? Damn it! I got outdone by Dunk of all people. I'll get my revenge, and that's a promise. Suddenly, beyond the goggles Dunk has on, a chaotic vortex flashing violently bolts out his whole field of vision. You don't gotta hold back anymore. Holding back is bad. So bad. It's absolutely terrible for you. All this time, I've been holding myself back. An unbroken stream of pulses fire from the terminals and straps of the goggles, relentlessly bombarding Dunk's brainstems and nipples with a command to stay hard. I can't hold myself back anymore.